Nintendo's new Pokémon patents threaten the entire monster taming genre. We're coming up on the first anniversary of Nintendo's lawsuit against Pocket Pair, the developer of Palworld, on the grounds of patent infringement. Though many people called out Palworld for its suspiciously familiar character designs, Nintendo and the Pokémon Company went after Pocket Pair not for the appearance of its creatures, but for in-game mechanics, such as aiming and firing an item at a character in a field to trigger combat, capturing creatures in the wild, and riding on creatures you can swap between easily in an open world. Well, now it seems that Nintendo has received a US patent for the mechanic of, quote, summoning a character and letting it fight another, end quote. Nintendo patenting vague mechanical ideas as a means of monopolizing a genre is a shitty look and rubs against the Pokemon's franchise's image as something wholesome and joyful. So boys, what do you think? Do you believe that Nintendo has the right to patent these kinds of mechanics due to their relationship with Pokemon and in the act of protecting their IP? Or do you believe that this is one Poké Ball too far?
Well, this is one Pokeball too far. I think
sure.
this speaks to how powerful the lawyers and just the legal team at Nintendo truly is to squeak something like this by. There's a lot of power being thrown around here, and it absolutely has to be shut down because there's like a ton of games that I could even think of that are just like, okay, you got your little monster cruising around with you. Nintendo's really being like evil corp over there, because this is just like another thing that I'm just like, what are they doing at Nintendo? They're just like figuring out ways that they can just like try to squash the competition, which is so just the lamest way to go about anything. It's just disappointing, really sad I'm curious to see what comes of it. I'm really hoping it just gets shut down. Just because Pokemon is so popular doesn't mean they can do whatever they want. Come on, let's be realistic.
I couldn't agree more. I think that they are definitely being greedy. This is a far overreach, and hopefully they see it. Man, the implications of this were it to be accepted, and it's just scary. So I think that they're going to be denied of this patent for sure.
They'll probably be denied, but I do understand why a company needs to protect their IP. That completely makes sense. We've seen a lot. There was that whole Horizon Zero Dawn knockoff that was made. That was so crazy obvious that it was copyright infringement. It was basically the same looking game. So I completely understand why a company needs to protect its assets. What I'm surprised at is that they didn't go after the Pokemon, the pals themselves, because those were nearly carbon copies of Pokemon characters. But what I think what they did is Nintendo and Pokemon were like, hey, we won't go after you. That's small potatoes. We're going to go after the big potatoes. We're going to go after the mechanics of it to really control that. And I feel like that is a lot of lawyers and corporation and that kind of stuff being like, hey, maybe we can't create a better game, so let's stop the other people from even having the chance at creating a competitive IP.
I agree.
That's what it feels like to me.
What if like Jurassic Park, like Universal was like, you can't make a CGI dinosaur movie? You know, if they tried to do something that broad and sweeping, man, that would hurt a lot of the industry, because then they can't, like, we need more dinosaur movies. And
I agree with that.
To compete with them, because those movies have gotten horrible. But I mean, like, it's if a company gets too greedy and overreaches like that, then oof, dog. We're in problems.
Just mechanics in video games, being able to patent that just in general to me is wild. In my opinion, it doesn't seem like something you should be able to do, because it's just like you're creating art. Patenting that kind of stuff seems strange to me. Just in general, I don't know. I'm no copyright expert, but just being the basic video game playing pleb, it seems a little odd. And I'm sure a lot of other people out there feel the same way.
Palworld was a really fun game that I think improved on some aspects of
Definitely
Pokemon. Now, granted, I'm not a huge Pokemon player. I'm probably not the one to compare the two, but it felt like a really fun version of Pokemon, and I think we need that kind of thing.
I agree.
100%.